Well, hello. As you can see, I'm having playing with a new ESP LTD James Hetfield Iron Cross signature. I just got this from the nice folks at ESP a few days ago with the help of Musamaailma. Thank you. So I posted a small Instagram video while I was in Finland last week, and I promised that I'll do a more detailed video about the guitar when I'm back at home, which is where I am now. So, as you can maybe see, I've done a few custom things for this guitar, because I mean, this is my first LTD, and those of you know who don't know the difference, the ESPs are nowadays like handmade custom shop guitars, which is made exactly to the player by his or her requested details. And my custom shops, I have quite several, are made just with my specs, so there hasn't been any need to do any modifications by myself. But since this is a James Hetfield signature, it obviously has it is made to James Hetfield specs, and since this is an LTD, so this is a factory produced model of the ESP handmade one, it has a few cheaper parts which I've replaced. So the first thing what I did, the guitar had a LTD locking tuners. They were pretty good, but I found them not so accurate, and they didn't hold the tuning as well as the Gotos, which I'm used to and which I have on my custom shop guitars. So I happen to have a pack of Goto locking tuners at home, and I just put them in there, and yes, it is more accurate and it stays better in tune, because the tuners are, I mean, they are really crucial part of a guitar, a good guitar. And this is what I previously done when well, I still have my Tokais, but before I mainly used ESPs, I used Tokais, and although the Tokais are great guitars, I found also the tuners that came stock on the guitars, they weren't as good as Gotos. So I've always changed the tuners, because I play with a pretty hard hand, and I just like how these things are. I guess they sound a bit, they add something, because there's really heavy and thick and good quality metal, so I don't know, small things. But anyway, I changed them, and I guess it turned out to be pretty cool looking. You know, gold is always gold. And I replaced the Iron Cross plastic thing here, because I need to have a fast access to the adjust the neck, because I'm quite picky of the neck, so I actually have a truss rod on my pedal board as well. You know, the small box, the deltoids, whatever the was called. I have peaks in there and stuff. So that's removed, and then I put in this little foam here, which prevents the upper whatever harmonies. Because when you do, if you don't have these, they might come like just those little. I mean, it's not audible when you play with a band, but you hear it when you play at home in the studio, and since we use in-ears with Syra, you hear all the little details. So that's just to avoid those upper frequencies that probably no one else is hearing than me. But it's a big part. I mean, it's annoying, at least for me, when I hear them, and I want to, because it's such an easy thing to do. Just put I mean, you can get this at least when you know in EMG pickups boxes where they deliver them, there's this foam, so I have it a lot in storage to use for this purpose. Okay, and then The nut, I usually have a graphite nut, but at least for now this has worked well, quite well. I mean, this is almost, I don't know exactly what it is, but the guys at Musamaailma said that it's almost the same as graphite nut. So I guess when this wears out, I will change this to the graphic nut, which I have on my custom guitars. Well, the neck, it's pretty much similar than what I have on my customs. Jumbo frets, ebony fingerboard, fretboard, whatever it's called. It's a little bit thinner, but not that much, so this actually fits my hand pretty well. I have a little bit thicker neck, and I have a shaved neck. I haven't shaved this yet, because for some reason this feels pretty good as it is now, so I might just keep it as it is. And then what else? Yeah, one of the most important things, because Hetfield has a mix switch here, and this on the, when you buy this from the shop, this is just a dummy switch. So because he likes to have the mic's pickup switch here. But luckily at Hetfield and the guys at nice folks at ESP, they were smart enough to add this, so you can change it easily as this is just a dummy, but there's a cavity that you can hook the pickup. So mine was changed so that this actually works, and now I have the like normal Les Paul controls, like bridge volume, neck volume, and bridge tone and a neck tone. So yeah, so that's what I'm used to. And then I always put the strings like this way. I don't know, some people say it's sustain, I don't know about that, but I've always done that. I guess I got it from ZUUL when I was a kid, but nowadays, because when I got this guitar, the strings were like normally, so, but I found that my hand slipped there. Because when I play, especially when I play fast, I anchor my hand on here, so it rests nicely on these strings, and then I anchor my pinky here, so when I play like, especially the faster stuff, I have a pinky here and then my palm resting on these strings, and if these go the regular way, it kind of slips, there. So that's the main reason I use this, because I'm so used to that. It's and I guess it keeps the tuning a little bit better, because the angle of the strings isn't that, whatever the word is called, I don't even remember it in Finnish. But now it's when it's almost straight, across the way. So when you do a lot like big wide bends, it's still the string moves here, so it keeps the tuning better, at least in my opinion. But when this, I needed to just do a little bit deeper, what it's called anyway, but just because if this could slip easily, so I did this with the iron thing to make these string whatever it's called, holes, canyons, a little bit deeper, so that the strings don't pop out there. Because when it's normally the angle is so that you don't have to do that. But when I put in a string like this, I found it that when I did those wide bends, the strings popped up. Now they are there. So yeah, and the mix pickups, they are the Hetfield series, and they are in the world of EMG 81, I guess what Hetfield used before, but like what I understood, that James wanted to have the more of a passive feel to the active pickup, which is what these deliver. I compared, so I played with this and with well, one of my signature, which is 85. The 85s are more, I guess they're more accurate. The low end is more tight, so they're just kind of like really, well, EMG 81, and these they do have a more of a passive feel, so for me, at least when I play, it feels and sounds, the low end is a little bit looser, and there's a little bit, I guess, more bass and warmth added. So what I did when I played this first, I needed to roll down the bass a bit and add the tightness a little bit for my Friedman BE-OD pickup because you know I'm so used to playing with the EMG 81 and 85 because I've done that for, well, as long as I've played, over 25 years. But these are good pickups, and I guess it's a cool thing to have a little bit. These are not so far away, so live I you know, most likely just don't change any EQ. It's just a little bit a different flavor of sound. And but yeah, enough talking. Surprisingly good sounding guitar, and although the body is a lot thinner than my signature ones, because this is like full thickness, this is heavy. This guitar is a lot lighter, and this has these curves, so it's really easy to hold and play. But despite of that, the sound is really big, and I'm surprised actually how good this guitar sounds, even though it's thinner than my custom models and stuff. So I'm really happy and satisfied with the guitar, just with a few little changes. I mean, the most, I guess, important was the tuners, because they didn't keep the tuning as well as I am used to with the Gotos, so I changed them immediately, and you know, I just happen to have a set of gold ones, so there it is. But yeah, enough talking. Let me just play a little few samples. So metallic. I mean, this guitar is now tuned to normal C, which is 2 steps lower, which is the Cyrus main thing. Because I'm planning to use this the longest one. I'm planning to use this guitar on Cyrus as well, at least on a few songs, during the set. So really good, and you know, I strongly recommend this. You know, if you do not have the finances to buy a handmade ESP, at least I don't have. Luckily I have a, you know, endorsement, so I kind of get them. But this is a really good guitar, and I guess in general these LTD series guitars, they're really good quality guitars for the price. I mean, I believe this the retail price for this is like 1,300 euros or something, and you know, I recommend buying a little bit better tuners. Gotos, my favorite. I don't know how much these are, probably 100 euros something, and so there you have it. Awesome guitar with I don't know, third or fourth of the price of a handmade ESP, but of course, handmade is always a handmade. There's just a difference. I mean, this is great, feels amazing, sounds amazing when I play this, but when I pick up my, you know, handmade custom shop, it's like, yeah, there you go. So there's a difference, but actually not that big as I thought. So yeah. And the clean sounds are pretty. Yeah, that was a video of my new ESP LTD James Hetfield Iron Cross. Hope you like it. If you have any questions or anything, write them below and please subscribe my channel. Alright, take care, bye!